Hey guys, welcome back. If you haven't seen this series already, this is called Gunfire Reborn, and I want to take you guys on a little adventure with our dog bro. So I will say the name of the characters because I never remember them. If we can find the name of them. Am I just blind? Oh, this guy's name is Abe. I don't know how to say his name, but that's his name. And I think this guy is just called the Crown Prince, if I'm not mistaken. It's probably somewhere. I'm just missing it because I'm blind. Take a look at the logbook here. Oh yeah, and we can take a look at the player information. You can see that we won the last one after losing the last two. Look how much more damage we had on this one. That's kind of funny, just because our build was so good and the weapon we had was so good. But we are going to try the explosive dog boy. We'll go ahead and kick it up to an elite level. Why not? And let's just jump right in. Now, it's going to be a little hard because we don't have the talents, the base talents for this character that really bring him to the next level. Like, one specifically makes his grenade just straight up deal 200% more damage. So this is something we're going to want, even though like it's kind of boring and you've seen me play explosives a lot. This character, in the way that I'm going to attempt to build him in this episode specifically, it's very, very explosive focused. Also, you can see, look, see how he's healing and agile? This monster has a unique affix to him. And that's what happens as you get higher in the difficulties. As you'll see, more and more enemies are going to start having those affixes. Meaning that they will be more tanky, more strong. They'll also drop more stuff, which is a good thing, obviously. So we got some really bad starter weapons, unfortunately. Kind of funny. Let's just use this to use it, because I never use it. This is really good damage, but of course you do have to be right beside an enemy, so it is a little dangerous. Look at that. Whoosh. Feels right. It uses way too many resources, but it does feel right. Oh my god, wait, we're just bouncing stuff. Alright, now here's the hardest part about this character. Oh yeah, you start to see traps too. Traps start to become very, very common as you go higher in the difficulties. You get elites, you'll get more traps, and you get higher rewards. This is kind of what I was looking at. It's pretty unfortunate. I was really hoping for some explosive damage right out the gate, but we'll just take some extra survivability. We're up to quite a high HP pool. That was one of the issues with this character compared to Crown Prince, though. This Crown Prince has that very, very high shielding, so you can take a lot of punishment, and then you just, like, come right back from it, right? Whereas this character has quite an issue with that. Since he doesn't have much natural regen, you're going to run into some situations where you just run out of HP. Like, you can be at 1 HP and only have 55 armor to back you up, which could be really bad. Now, this is kind of scary. Our weapon situation isn't good. And, our scroll situation isn't good. But, I'm sure we can get away with it here. Dodge all these traps, kill these boys. There we go. Not too bad. Luckily, the sword's base damage is incredibly high. Definitely want to be careful here. These things kill you really fast. Like, you'd be surprised. You also, as you progress further into difficulty levels, you unlock... That's pretty good. You unlock, like, different styles and layouts of rooms and stuff, too. So stuff feels a little less samey when you get higher in difficulty. Like, look how strong these enemies are, man. Quite an issue at this point. Honestly, kind of sucks. This is so bad. I can't. Like, that is the weapon we're gonna want. I mean, there's a few weapons we're gonna want that are in that style. That's one of the weapons we're gonna want for sure. Some kind of big explosive gun. But this is just gonna be infinitely better for the time being. Now, I don't know who the time being is, but I assume that, like most ancient deities, he probably wants blood. So, let's give him some so he doesn't murder us. Fire and aggressive means that he attacks much faster. And the fiery part is he occasionally launches little fireballs at you, which is annoying. But yeah, he can attack a lot more often, and he will pursue you too. When dual wielding ends, -1% or -1 second next dual wield cooldown for every 1 second of remaining duration. Interesting. I'm gonna go with the even more HP. And if we get in trouble, we can pop our dual wield, even though we don't really love it. Actually, we can't dual wield these weapons, but we could pop dual wield and get double HP. Ooh, this is a hard room configuration with our current weapon setup. So Immortal on a bomber is literally a nightmare scenario. He will chase you down and explode. Not really anything you can do there. Unfortunately, we haven't been getting very lucky in our selection of goodies this far. So we've been having a little bit of a hard time here. But that is okay. It should be fine. I've beaten the game like once or twice with just the default weapons, so it is possible. I mean, it's not what you want, right? You'd much rather just have really good weapons that crush the whole game. It makes your life easier, but shielding and aggressive is a very scary combo here. Dodge away from the fire bomber a little. And take care of the chasey McGee. Quit chasing, boy. Get out of here. One of these guys is a lightning boy. I can see as there's lightning cascading down. It looks like it's this video gamer right here. Probably going to take the more direct approach here with a little bit more damage, as long as we headshot. Because the crit X on this weapon is pretty nice. You know, we'll try to aim a little bit. I wouldn't say it's my strongest suit or anything like that, but it'd be a great idea because we do need damage. I'm kind of concerned right now, man. The game is at a very difficult level. For us anyway, you know, with where we are in our talents and our weapon selection and having the amount of achievements that we have and stuff. And yeah, I don't really feel very powerful right now. Could change anytime. Lost 2 grenades instead of 1, no additional consumption. After killing an enemy or destroying an item, get weapon damage and explosive damage. Honestly, very good. I'm gonna go with this though because it's just way more simple to have active all the time. You can guarantee it pretty much. And neither of these are really good enough to upgrade, so I'm just gonna save our money. Let's go ahead and check our chest over here. Ooh, a luxurious box. You don't say. All cooldowns. Okay. It's not awful. We do have a lot of HP. But we aren't really too concerned with cooldowns right now, is my only thought about it. I think we're about to fight my least favorite elite, if I'm not mistaken. This is his arena. Yeah, that's nice. I think he'll die to fire there. You can get a bunch of elites in this room, but there's one I'm thinking of in particular that's quite annoying to deal with. Okay, it's not him, so very happy about that. This guy is actually kind of hard for us though. The main reason, because he's going to summon so many of these extra friends we're gonna have to deal with, and he doesn't expose his face very often. We can't freeze him to force him to do it, right? So yeah, as you can see, we're kind of getting overwhelmed a little here. It's pretty bad. Just get in his face while he's Very much wanting to have us not in his face. Ow. One of the risky parts there. Let's need to save our dash for if he attacks, and we should die. Beautiful. That was very scary. After taking damage, restore 3% HP per 5. That's really, really good. It's really good because we're just going to stack so much health on this character. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll get the 3rd level of it. And maybe we'll get a couple chests that also give us the ability to do so. Ooh, that's really, really good. Oh, but Elite, honestly, Elite Assassin early, it's just way too good to not take. Like, we're at 0% damage right now, but like we're pretty close to the beginning of the game. So we should be able to stack up plenty of extra damage by the time we're going to be needing all that extra damage. And granted, we need it right now. How little we're dealing? Oh, that's annoying. They have the delayed death. Oh, I don't know why I stood there. That was dumb. Really don't want to get close if we can. Lightning. The delayed death is very annoying, especially for chasing enemies. Luckily, none of these are really chasing. This guy can get in your face sometimes. He usually chooses not to. Extra damage when the magazine's full. If we get a good explosive weapon, we're going to be very happy to have that. These peel are the first concern here. The most dangerous by far. We're actually going to fully chase them down, make sure they are nice and dead. Gonna hurt? There's a guy down there. Gotta be very careful here. I think we can line of sight over this, which is kind of funny to me. Hate that. It's gonna hit me. Oh my goodness, that is scary. It's one dead. Whoa, 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 whoa. Close. You gotta be careful. Those guys have a big AoE attack that they love to do when you don't want them to do it. They don't use it very often, but every time they do, you end up getting hit by it. Because you never expect it. Ooh, gain a legendary scroll. Man, this is kind of risky. But what if we got something incredible? No discounts. Oh, that's pretty incredible. Thank you very much. The wares of the peddler are 20% more expensive. Kinda bad. I won't tell a lie, that is pretty awful. Wait, was this a peddler up here? Or is he in the other room? I think he's in the other room. Yeah, he's in the next room. He's not down here, right? Okay, I'm just making sure. Don't want to miss out on that opportunity. We did kill a few people, so let's make sure we gather all the stuff. Our nades are dealing a pretty good substantial amount of damage. Nice, lovely. The woodpecker isn't great, but if you get the perfect things on it, it can be, so yeah, we're gonna be getting that lucky this early in the game. Really, the thing that you want in the woodpecker is you want the ability for it to create, either you want it on a character with a lot of crit X, because it has decent crit X by itself, or you want a lot of lucky shot. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff that can make it decent. I don't think this is the time for it, unfortunately. And to move minimally, but we're still trying to land headshots as the crit X with this Magnum is very high. When we don't land a crit, you see how little damage we deal. It's kind of sad. Sir, gonna do the thing. There we go. Burnt our biscuits a little bit there, but that's okay. Lucky shot. It's also explosive, but I mean, it's better than what we have, but we really just don't have anything to do with explosives, really, which is kind of a tragedy. Oof. Man, they're all dual wielding. I don't want to play dual wielding. I don't like dual wielding. Go the defensive option. It's not even that I dislike dual wielding. It's kind of like the wrong way of putting it. It's more just like you move so slowly because I always carry a big weapon, so while dual wielding you're kind of just stuck. It never feels good to die because you couldn't get out of the way of something, right? But you saw it. You had the skill to move, but you just couldn't because of the reason. This is my least favorite enemy right here. The jerk. Depending on how lucky you get, it can be really, really bad. Gotta run away from him as quickly as possible. Dodge out of the way of his stuff if you can. He's starting at the worst time. Jump over. Ooh. Yeah, you can see how dangerous he is. If you get caught in that whirlwind, you're just gonna be dead meat. And you can't really afford to use heavy weapons against him because of that, unfortunately. Like, when he's at a distance like this, we can get a little bit, but that's the real issue. If you aren't ready to get around him in time, he can just destroy you. He lost all his armor, so he dies very quickly afterwards, but he is a very scary guy. So we have Lucky Shot, extra AoE. This is absolutely what we want. This is a really good weapon too, but this has extra AoE on it and Lucky Shot, Lucky Shot. So it's very, very good. This is not very good. We'll see what we get. We're gonna take a little water break here in a second as well. I'm becoming quite parched. You know, talking for multiple hours at a time while recording videos is always an issue. Ooh, that's really good. This is actually really good too. These are all really good. We aren't really going to be doing elemental effects unless we get really lucky. So let's just go with the copper, makes our skills deal more damage. Now this run is going to be taking longer than the other one for quite a few reasons. Obviously enemies have more HP, they're more dangerous, etc. So you want to play a little safer. But in addition to that, you kind of just want to make better decisions. Ooh, that's really good. Watch this, they're going to go down in price. It's kind of convenient that we get that. Thank you. Let's go ahead and bump you up. It's not going to be super useful in this fight. This is going to be a hard fight for us. We might just come out of the gate and dual wield. See, we're getting some pretty good damage dealt with this dual wield. Like I said, dual wield's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. That was really bad. Good thing we had the take less damage buff still. Would have been bad. You can also hide behind this, but he will eventually destroy this, so you do gotta be careful. There we go. Done and dusted. We also got the reinforced eggshell for killing him on the elite difficulty. Explosive grenade base damage 100%, and there's a chance to not consume grenades. I guess we're going grenade build. I wasn't expecting it. So minus 30% damage taken when shield and armor is not 0, but plus damage taken when shield and armor is 0. This is kind of bad for us, for the simple fact that we don't have much shield and armor. We only have 55, whereas we have 165 of the other, so don't really want to swap out here. This has lower AoE. I don't really want it. We could guarantee burning for it, which isn't awful. We do lose out on our crit X, and I think the crit X is one of the reasons why we're doing so much damage. Because we're doing 182 plus 3.5, and it has a small area explosion, so it does benefit from actually getting explosives, which is nice. I think we'll be moving on. Let me get some of this water in my system. I just want to thank you guys for joining me with my broken keyboard, my broken mouse. That hardly works. I really do appreciate everyone for being around. Still such little damage right now. Pretty scary. Definitely gonna need some better stuff soon. We haven't even gotten the one thing I want, which is kind of funny to me personally. Because the one thing we want... Oh, I didn't even see this guy attacking us. I'm happy I did before he killed me with that long range. These guys are very annoying to hit because they're always going to move if you're shooting at them. Let's just do some of that. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here and experiencing this with me. Because you definitely don't have to. It's an honor, really, to be able to make content for people. I know that I'm not the most consistent content creator, and I never will claim to be. But still, I really do appreciate the ones who feel like watching my videos and leave comments and all that mushy-gushy crap. I do appreciate you, and you are noticed. And that's a tragedy. You really want the... Ow. I trapped there. You really want that. Like, I'm very tempted to see if we can make enough money. It was like over 350. This is free lucky shot chance. Actually, I have a curse scroll, so technically it's 15 max shield and armor, which isn't bad either. This is pretty good, but I don't know if we even want to double consume. But then again, if we get a double consume, and one of the chances when we don't consume, that'd be really good. We really just want 375 doll hairs. Okay. So this is pretty scary. We're about to make a risk here. I think it's going to be worth it. Not only are we going to get the same crit X value, but we're also going to get the occasional cursive ball. You didn't really get to see how useful they are there because, well, it didn't do anything. Trust me, usually they're pretty decent. Sir. Lightning and agile. This man is literally zooming at 1,000 miles an hour. Be careful with the powerful boys as well. Nice, the little crystal ball got him. Only like 1,000 extra damage, but you know, it's free extra damage. It has a chance to, trigger corrosiveness on enemies, which is very good. Trying really hard to stay out of the line of sight of that man. But that man, nice. The crystal balls took care of that guy in the back. As you can see, we're not very powerful in this run, at least not yet. But maybe we can make it work. Be careful of these agile boys. Agile is a lot of movement speed for enemies that you generally don't want having movement speed. Lightning and powerful. Happy we killed that guy quickly. Be very careful with those kind of enemies. Ooh, ow. A little close. He dodged right back into it. Oh, that hurts. Gotta be very careful with that dude in the back. He's gonna cause issues. How freaking far away he is, man. This man is literally on the moon, sniping from God knows where. Okay, not too terrible. Pretty tempting to go all the way back and grab that that bonus chest for the extra HP. I don't think I'm going to though. I think we're just gonna move on. Ooh, there's a 50% chance of recovering HP equivalent to the damage taken when injured. This is very good if you're not getting one shot. With all the extra HP, maybe we won't. Do we commit to going back? I don't feel like it. Is it the smart choice to go back? 100%. Am I gonna do it? You know. We really need like a reloading perk of some sort right now. Enemies are transformed into desert boars when they die. Guy is getting up close and personal. I'm not a fan. Her damage is so bad. Okay, with enough pressive balls, it's not gonna matter, right? That's what I keep telling myself. Oh my goodness. There is your crit box, sir. Goodness. Not like this. Oh, that's further away than I thought it was. Oh man, it didn't give a freaking reward. That sucks. Okay. Let's go look in the top of this. There tends to be things spawning up here. Occasionally you'll get gold chest. You'll also very rarely. Yeah, there we go. You'll also very rarely get some other stuff up here. So we have ignore curse scrolls, yeah? Yeah, we do. Okay. So we have replace a random non-exclusive inscription with a weapon exclusive, gain a weapon, or get +3 levels. Honestly, the only thing we don't want to lose here 100% is the explosive AoE, so let's give it a go. We kept the explosive AoE and we got +1 projectiles. It's going to make our reloads a lot more potent, which is exactly what we want. Right now we're having an issue with pumping out enough damage in time for it to matter, but shooting 2, it's just going to be better. So 2 for 1 every time. The issue is obviously the double consumption is not my favorite. Oh my god, the defensive tanky boy. Would love to get 500 to get a little bit of extra sauce on that. And also, you haven't even seen it. We don't even have any of the AoE perks. Like literally, the explosive AoE perks is what makes this build really viable. We actually don't even have that, which is quite the tragedy, in my personal opinion. You gotta be careful because we are shocked. When you're shocked, you are gonna be taking quite a bit more damage as well, so. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to play it a little slow because we are not at our strongest. We're definitely not at our weakest, that's for sure. We're not at our strongest. Anytime we can bob and weave and kind of dodge around, we're going to be very happy about that. We are running into the issue of ammo, just as I suspected we would, but the damage, I think, is worth it for sure. Heck off. No, I didn't mean to use the harsh language. Sometimes you gotta let them know, though. Oh, that's wonderful. Killing that guy. Really what we wanted. He was going to be a thorn in our side if we didn't. So we really want this guy to charge so we can shoot him right in his back. There we go. Weapon damage against bosses. Reloading after killing an enemy, deal more damage. Triggering element effect spreads. It's not awful. It's really not. But it's also, like, not amazing. Let's go get our upgrade here. Yeah, I mean, the base damage is decent, but just doesn't do enough other stuff, unfortunately. When max HP is decreased by 25%, immune to normal damage. Ugh. You. I mean, the defensive is nice, but we're not having too much of an issue with defensive, right? Our HP number is just very, very high. Ooh, this is my least favorite one. We're probably going to fail this one. This one's really, really difficult if you don't have really good damage. Like, our damage is not bad. The fact that it's kind of hard to apply to enemies is the real issue. And if we get any ranged enemies, they're going to make our life kind of difficult. the other things that is a little difficult for this event specifically, in my opinion, is it's kind of hard to tell when enemies want to murder you and when enemies want to go after the objective, right? Like, generally, you don't really have that issue, yeah? Like, he turned around. Sometimes they'll literally turn around and still attack you, or they'll still attack the objective, just not care. Nice, I'm really happy we didn't lose that one. That would have sucked. Moving, the faster you move, the less damage you take. That's pretty good. All ammo will be picked up. Will convert into the equip type. Also very good. I think we're gonna go with this. It's like moving any % of speed will give you a damage reduction, so it's kind of funny that we're picking up almost exclusively damage reduction perks when we're honestly not doing bad defensively at all. But I'm just not being wowed by the other things that I'm seeing, so not feeling it a necessity to pick them up. Yeah, let's go in. I always start this one out by coming up here. I feel like you can really get some free kills on the enemies without them expecting you all the way up here. The most important thing is kill these bandits. These bandits are the bane of your existence and you want them to die immediately. Okay, now this is where it's going to get very tricky. We are officially out of Big Boom Boom, and Big Boom Boom is pretty much what we've built on, so. Whoa, you're still alive. But yeah, this guy will cover the entire map in explosives, by the way. And if you don't keep hitting him, he's going to start recovering. Ow. Careful, those snipers off in the distance causing issues. Okay, we are in a really awful spot. We really need to get up here and take this sniper situation by the horns. There we go, we did exactly what we wanted to do. Now if we can kill this collection of boys here, we're going to be very happy. There we go. Well, we mostly just have the boss to deal with and a few extra ads that are just vibing. Really where we want to be. Oh, we can't stay up there. This is exactly where we want to be. We can kind of pick and choose where we're going to fight him. We can dodge his explosives quite easily. And he is wanting to do some stupid stuff, which I appreciate. I'll run over here, trigger a few bombs. There we go. Critics after the first shot after reload. This is generally a good weapon. It's not what I'm going to be using here, but it is a good weapon. It's a chance to launch the tiny missile. Beautiful that we got a golden goblet here. It's like we're just going to go with the extra chance not to consume any grenades, which hasn't really been working out for us, but our grenades deal a lot of damage if we get lucky enough for it. Giant Slayer is incredible. Probably going to be going with that. Yep. Just a decent chance of dealing the just the Slayer damage. I don't really know what to call it. That's all I can think about is Giant Slayer. Like it's in a lot of games, right? Okay, so we're dealing more damage with our grenades as well now. Honestly, if we can find a way to replenish grenades regularly, we're gonna be laughing. Like, we're pretty happy where we're at, in my opinion. Get off me. The biggest issue is just gonna be able to keep enough of them to matter. Not killing him, but that sucks. Hopefully he dies to that. I don't really want to get in a corner with this guy, but like I said, I think we have enough explosive damage for it not to matter. Looks like we killed him through the wall with the explosive, which is nice. If you get a big enough radius, it doesn't matter. Oof. This is so dangerous. This just means we need to pay attention though. So what that reads as is we can keep using our secondary skill, aka our grenades, one of our main damage dealers, that's going to deal damage to us every time we use it. Actually, I don't want to waste them. I was going to show it off, but I don't really want to waste them. We'll probably see it sooner rather than later anyway. See? Like right now we're at 0. We of course got hit as I used it. But as you can see, it used some of our HP. Oh, look how much it uses, actually so much. The other thing we have going for us is when we do hurt ourselves like that, we're getting some of it back from one of our scrolls. It's not a lot. Definitely not a lot that you want to spam it. But if worse comes to worse and we need somebody to die, we can do that. So we get immunity when we swap weapons. Not amazing. Can be. Definitely can be, but not for this specific type of thing we got going. Nice. Get these snipers out of the way if we can. That guy literally took that to the face, which you gotta respect. Nothing but respect for it, really. One of those guys is a shielding friend who is shielding his friends, which I hate. I'd like you to not do that anymore, good sir. Nice, glorious. Plus, as we really want to be on the other side of this man. So that guy's weak point, by the way, is in his back. I'm pretty sure I've said that before, but I will reiterate. Probably wondering why I'm letting him charge at me when I could just shoot him in the head, but headshots actually deal no extra damage to him. Yo, can we kill this one, please? Magical balls. Like, you're doing great work, honey. Keep it up. But at the same time, this guy's in my face. Projectiles, consumption, don't really care. Nothing there for me either. We've already seen this peddler, right? He was this boy. Yeah, we talked to that boy. We got the weapon immunity on swap, or the immunity on swap from him. Nothing really tickling my fancy, so let's just go ahead and move on. I really want AoE, man. Okay, this is pretty good. This is a pretty high damage upgrade for us against bosses, which is important. All things considered, we're about to fight one. Not happy with where we're at with damage and weaponry. But could always be worse, don't forget that. We really have to upgrade that. Like, the other weapon is gonna be good. But there's just no way in heck we can't upgrade that weapon. Get through here. Go ahead and throw all of our nades that we can. I don't know why it's not dealing damage to me. Oh, there it goes. Oh, because we were getting non-consumption rounds, right? That's the thing that we have. Ow. Don't throw any more at me. We should be able to time this right. There we go. Maybe we can get one in before he does another one. There we go. Timed it right again. Glorious. Now we can start getting close and grabbing these nades. Nades are going to make our lives easier. Nice, beautiful. Once we started destroying his little poison balls and grabbing the nades that fell out from them, we could really just get that done quickly, which was nice. Whenever you spend copper, gain 30% of it back. Fantastic. 30% lucky shot by consuming 2 copper. You'll be refunded when you successfully trigger lucky shot. So this is a cute idea, but our lucky shot naturally just isn't high enough. This will make us go broke. If we had more lucky shot like last time we won, I would be all about it. Well, it looks like we're gonna be taking close call too. Really not what I want there, but nothing else wasn't worth the squeeze. Pretty excited that we're this far, honestly. With this build, I did not think we'd be here. I thought we'd have already lost. Like, our build is not atrocious by any means. Like, we have plenty of defensives, but we don't have the damage I'm looking for. Like, we're having to supplement every single bit of damage here with a grenade, and that's really not where you want to be. You really want to save the grenades for when you need the damage, like right then and there. Having to do it like every attack, pretty much. It's taken 2 rockets to kill an enemy. Luckily, we shoot 2 of them at a time, but that's not the entire point, right? The entire point is you wish you had better damage. We get a little combat here. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Oh, that is pretty bad, actually. This is a really hard one for us. Ow. Really? Can we even reach that far? I don't even think we can reach that far. Maybe we can like this, actually. Stay against that wall? Okay, we can. I really do want to kill these guys from a distance. They are quite dangerous. Oh, hit both walls? Yeah, that's one dead. Let this guy sit over there. This should be a double whammy. You're an explosive boy getting close. Go ahead and kill him. Oh, he's moving away from that one. There we go. Ow. Damage is absolutely atrocious. I'm not trying to trick anybody into saying that it's not. But we're making it. There's another wave after this one too, which sucks, I think. Let's get a little bit back here. Let's see if we can get up close and personal. I want to try to kill this guy before he gets a chance to cause issues in my life. That's a really good weapon that just dropped potentially. I mean, it could have rolled bad, of course. It's an option. I'm just praying it didn't. This guy... Oh, this is awkward, because this guy can summon explosive lanterns that technically are explosive lanterns in themselves and can die to become more explosive lanterns. Beautiful. So what do we have here? We have plus AoE and projectiles. Okay, this is just good. We are going to have to upgrade it to actually get up to this damage, but we have up close damage. We're also going to have some of this going for us. It should be fine. I hope. Man, I'm very nervous about it. That's okay though. We can always come back if we don't like it. That is a that is something we can afford ourselves. Actually, are we at the very end here? Please don't be at the very end. I think we're at the very beginning. I'm just nervous. I'm very nervous. I need some way to get ammo back soon though. It's not great. It is a lot of AoE though. That's okay. Plus we can kind of force it to be good in a way, you know, if we just come over here. Ooh. I'll do one. Well, I'll do one and I'm gonna regret it. Yeah, the damage is not bad. I think it's worth it in the end. Mainly because it's just so much AoE. That's just awkward, sir. I'm impressed it worked out that way. It's gonna be able to like blanket an area a bit more effectively, which I am a fan of. Just like that. Literally exactly how I want that to work out. Beautiful. Where are we at? Got some lucky shots there as well. Yeah, the damage is pretty solid. This guy is fast and aggressive, I think. Which is very scary. Oh, that's a bad one. Ah, man, we are very, very weak right now. It's not a good one. We're gonna have to make a really hard decision soon. We need a secondary weapon that isn't a big boomer. More explosive damage is always going to be worth it. But we really, really need another weapon that isn't just a explosive big boy. Let's leave here for a second. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. I can't believe we haven't got an explosive radius. I almost feel like, Han. I'll check something real quick. Did they remove it out of the game? Am I just crazy? No, look, there it is. It's crazy, man. I need that so bad. So unbelievably important for this build to work out. It's having damage to make it work. Not bad. Luckily he didn't come up to us. Ooh, that's pretty good. Share their elemental advantages and their chance to apply an elemental effect from the other weapon. Honestly, just because this is lightning damage, we should take this. It kind of sucks. Matter of fact, it super sucks. But this makes our other weapon have the chance to apply lightning. And this also has an explosive component. We can throw it to create an explosion. So any explosive damage we have is going to increase this weapon or the damage of this weapon. Maybe it'll work out. I will take the extra crit chance if they aren't close, or not crit chance, but the lucky shot chance rather. As we stated last time, quite a big difference. Really sucks, 'cause our damage isn't great. And these guys are all going to be restoring quite a bit of health if we don't kill them immediately. Good. Take advantage of... explosive radius is extremely small. It does a lot of damage, and I know you're thinking, wow, that's incredible damage, but look at our ammo. Like, we eat through it so fast. That's the real issue. If we're already having ammo issues with our other gun, right? Having two guns that have ammo issues is not the play. But it'll do good for now, because we have a chance to shock, and every chance to shock means we have a chance to deal much, much more damage. This is a very fun gun, by the way. This is one of the guns that was added in the 1.0 update. My new favorite guns for explosive builds. It's very, very just fun to use. Like, it feels like a fun gun. That's like the whole point of gaming, right? It's just have fun. You can appreciate it. One thing that you can also do with this gun that I haven't really been doing, because we haven't had a reason to really, is you can aim almost directly down and get it like directly at your feet. So if they get close to you, you're not too scared about that. I don't even use the main fire of this weapon like 99% of the time. I don't think it's awful. I just don't think it's amazing. Satisfying. Oh my god, get away from me. Oh my god, he's so dodgy too. This is bad. We're probably gonna potentially die here. I need to get away from this man. Oh, he's pulling me in. That's a dodge his hook. There we go. We need to come get this ammo is what needs to happen. There we go. Really the big issue there is we were just kind of out of ammo. What are we gonna get? Fantastic. Damage while stationary isn't great, but the fact that they added the gradual reduction from it makes it better. You don't lose all power instantly. There we go. It's so freaking late, but it's always going to be good if you're rolling explosives. Ooh. Wait, you can give bad stuff away? I did not know that that was a thing. Holy crap. I wonder if it's because we're immune to it or if that's always an option. I could have sworn that wasn't an option before. Cool. Free money for giving away a curse item. Hard to complain. I don't think we're gonna get much better than what we have. Let's just accept that and upgrade it a wee bit. The beautiful thing about the explosive perk, by the way, and I mean, it's pretty obvious, I don't have to say it, but I'll say it anyway. It freaking upgrades all explosives to get more AoE, like all explosives. So both your grenade, all your explosive weapons, anything that can cause an explosion, including the mini explosion at the end of some of the guns that do this stuff. Incredible. It's just such a blanket statement that it's really good. I mean, I guess we didn't trigger him, so if we didn't trigger him, I'm just gonna do this from a distance. Not surprised that they weren't like, hey, what's that going on over there? We'll take it. Something that a lot of people, I feel, don't really do in this game is they don't use the little bit of stealth that you get when you're not in the heat of combat. Like, if you're just entering a room and monsters don't know you're there, line up the headshot, line up the perfect explosive, you know, get what you need to get out of a situation to make your life easier, you know, if you can. Sometimes you can't. It's okay. He's defensive and aggressive. This guy is an anomaly. God, he's so tanky. The tankiest gamer. Here? Okay, these guys recover their HP just like on the last one. It's not really that big of a deal because we are dealing a large amount of damage. As you saw, we had one of the scrolls that read as such. For every enemy hit in an AoE, deal more damage. Well, that's obviously incredible when you're hitting like most of the frickin' map with your AoE, right? Ow. Hit myself with that damage. Gotta be really careful with that, man. I know I'm gonna murder myself throwing too many grenades. I guess that's half the fun, though. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. That's pretty good. Considering we have a really big AoE, we're more than likely to hit things that could be destroyed like all the time. It's going to result in a lot of free regeneration for us, which is nice. Game's going pretty good. My biggest issue I'm thinking right now is when we fight the boss, we're gonna have no speed. And having no speed against that guy is always so lame. That crab just literally... Crab too angry to die. Kinda respect it. I love the little drag that you can do with the gun. It definitely makes it feel really nice to use. You can really spread out your damage a bit. These guys are going to be a little bit of an issue for us. Oh, nice. We got them before they teleported away. It's the most important part. Hi. Good thing explosive damage doesn't deal damage to you, right? Be a nightmare. Crit X. It's not a terrible gun, but it's not great. The one thing that's beautiful about that gun is an explosive gun that can crit. There's not that many out there. So we could add... Right now we have lightning. We could try to add decay from that gun, but I'm not going to. I think we're okay with where we're at in life. Okay, there's a peddler. Let's go check this peddler and stuff before we spend all our money. 30% weapon damage. Oh, this is actually really good. Actually quite a good thing considering we don't have much secondary skill. I want to do one of these and I want to save the money because are we at boss level? I'm not sure. If we're at boss level, we're about to get more upgrades anyway. Okay, here's another one. That's pretty good. This weapon's going to do really good against the boss. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is how slow we're moving. Like, we can definitely die really easily. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's weapon damage. We don't have the thing where we don't have to reload, so it's not really that important. We just want to open up hard and fast here, by the way. Go ahead and skip that. Sucks that we have to do that again. Very scary to run through that, but you kind of have to. Go and use some of the spare ammo we have to kill him so we aren't wasting our big ammo. There we go, we triggered another explosive. Now we can do this. Get ready to dodge. Try to dodge as many skulls as you can as well. Okay, now pull out your fast weapon. Dodge those. Grab this. Those guys. There we go. Then swap to phase 2. Go ahead and skip past it so we can focus up. There we go. We already triggered phase 1. There we go. Easy peasy. As you can see, the explosive character is extremely strong. Granted, we did get a very good gun to pop up, and that gun didn't exist in the old version of the game before 1.0, so we appreciate you 1.0. You've made life so much easier. Well, not necessarily, but you know, you made life better. Oh, we unlocked this. Okay. Well, I guess the run isn't done. I thought it was, but it's going to be a bit longer one than I expected. This is our first time going to this part of the game. This is the new 4th stage they added. This place is extremely difficult. We're more than likely to die here. There's some enemies here that are just obnoxiously strong. Elemental damage for each one that the bullet pierces. That's cool. We also need to remember that enemies explode when they're defeated. That damage is really good, so we might be able to get away with a win here. The only thing that sucks is you're gonna see the final boss is no joke. Like, oh, it only explodes when you get close. That's neat. You can only get 2 that you can't get. Okay, these are really good ones that we got. So when we inflict decay, we inflict on ourselves. That's awful. But this is really good because we can't crit with our weapon, so it's just 35% extra damage. I was actually going to pick this up as our secondary weapon, but now we don't want to inflict decay because we don't have corruption shard, yeah? Yeah, we don't have decay shard, so we're gonna get it inflicted upon us, and it's going to be bad. These guys are just like a more annoying version of the sniper guys, by the way. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting we get the little bit of discount there. If we get 600, we'll just go back and get another one. Why not? We should. There's our bonus area too. Kind of scary in this zone, by the way, to do the bonus area. Like, you can get some really nasty, like, elite enemies. I can't believe this guy isn't dead, bro. I didn't want to use another blast on you, but okay. Look how strong we are, and these enemies are tanky as heck. You know what? Let's go upgrade before we get into here. And then we will be at our most prepared. I'm so nervous right now. This final boss is so hard with low speed. Like, he is actually a monster. And he gets way harder as time goes on. The other bosses don't really have multiple phases. I don't think. I mean, they have multiple phases, but I don't feel like they get so much harder to deal with that it's ridiculous in each phase. This final boss does, though, man. He gets crazy. Go ahead and focus this guy down. He is the most dangerous in my opinion. Mostly because if he gets onto you, he kind of stays on you. And he has like a little jump attack that's really annoying to deal with. This is a really annoying enemy to deal with the character we're playing. Because he splits into 3. But you're like, well, that's great, you're dealing AoE, right? But if you hit the wrong one, and he like recombines with the 3 and recovers his HP to the max HP of whichever one is the main one. And I think we, found out which one is the main one. It's that guy right there. Oh, it sucks that we had to use that there. I didn't want to get hit by that though. Is that one. It sucks that, yeah, he's about to split again. Who is it? Oh, we got him. I don't know which one it was, but we got him. Mighty convenient. But sometimes you can just get that guy in an almost infinite reset loot where you can never kill him because you deal too much damage, but not enough directed damage. Whenever you inflict burning on others, you inflict on yourself. Well, we don't have the thing to make that work, so go with the % lucky shot chance just in case we can make that work. Gather up all the little bits of money because we are going to want to try to upgrade our weapons just enough when we can. They apparently added some new pathways through this. When last time I played, there's only like 1 or 2 like variations, I guess, of your way to get through here, and apparently they've added quite a few since then. Like, I don't even remember this way. Don't like fighting uphill though. Makes me unhappy. Makes me nervous. Ooh, that's nice. 300 to replace a normal with a rare. So let's see what we have with this. Is it worth? We have AoE, we don't want to lose that. We have projectiles, that's pretty dang good. We have decay effect, we don't care about that. And reloading after killing an enemy, extra reload speed. Let's just give to get, you know? This is, think of it like this is just a cheap upgrade. Because the upgrades normally cost 600 and that one's only, what, 390? Pretty good deal. Are you not dead yet, sir? You know what we haven't seen? We haven't seen any of my least favorite enemy here yet. Kind of surprising with normally how the game likes to mess with me. Never mind, there he is right there. My least favorite enemy, and also one of the most annoying ones to deal with when you are a explosive character. Luckily, we just have so much damage, it doesn't really matter right now. Usually, it's really annoying to fight these guys because they apply a shield that applies like 100% shield to the enemies. They're pretty hard to hit with explosive stuff because explosive stuff triggers so slowly. I'm happy we were able to do that pretty simply though. I was getting a little scared. But just a little bit. Did we talk to you? What are you doing over here? What are you doing double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, sir? Increase weapon damage. Oh, the further away you are, that's really good for us. Because we're kind of just lobbing shells, mortar shells really far. That's so good. Not really going to help on the last boss, but you know, it's a thought that counts. Oh yeah, these last ones always only give you a singular one to choose from. They're like corrupted by the king of the mountain or whatever. Honestly, it's not a mechanic that I really enjoy, because one of my favorite things about this game is how powerful you can get. But yeah, you can get powerful in a lot of games, but I feel like this game specifically gives you a lot of options, becoming very strong. Having those limited does not feel very good. It's probably not a bad idea because you can be extremely powerful by the time you get here, but still, you know, I like being overpowered. One of my favorite things about this game. Of course, you don't get it every single time. I do feel like you get it enough that you don't feel like left out, if that makes sense. It doesn't really make sense now that I say it in my head, but it almost feels like every single run, if you do your due diligence, which is just collecting the money, forcing the upgrades on your weapons, you almost always get a run that is, or a build that is runnable. Like, it may not be the strongest thing you've ever seen, you're not going to one-shot bosses or anything, but it's good enough to get you through the game. As long as you do your due diligence, like I said. If you don't do your due diligence, you can very easily get stuck in a situation where you are too weak to complete the content. One reason why my top recommendation for this game is if you're having a really hard time and you're just not getting better at the game, go slow. Like, slow down a little bit and just know that it's okay to not, you know, complete the game super duper fast. Like, this run is like an hour plus long. It's a very slow run. And we're not even done yet. Like, but it's definitely okay to just calm down a little bit. Focus on hitting your shots. Focus on getting every resource available. Like, do every single vault, every single side zone, and all that stuff. Ooh. This is so tempting, but we don't have much lucky shot chance, and I feel like the faster we run out of ammo, the faster we're gonna die. That's one thing I did want to say about those. Sorry kind of keeping you guys so long for this one. Holy moly, man. Didn't expect this one to be a banger. It started so slow with how weak we were. I almost figured that we'd be dying early. But instead of dying early, we've gotten to a really, really strong point in the game. Just by, like I said, doing your due diligence. Make sure you go out of your way to get... This is a new zone of nursing too, by the way. Another new one they must have added for variety, which is always a welcome thing in these kind of games. But yeah, just don't be afraid to take your time and make sure you get all the rewards that you can for success. Oh, this is kind of scary. Oh, this is kind of scary. Okay. I'll say, he should be dying, sir. Okay, this is a searching. Oh, that's pretty good. That gives us not guaranteed lucky shot, but like a much higher chance of it. Granted, it's not constant lucky shot, but it is a pretty good amount of lucky shot. It's enough that when we trigger it, the enemies are gonna be feeling it. So, mortal and agile, huh? Frozen in place. This is a very scary situation. Oof, hate that. Corrosive and powerful, by the way. He just wanted to make sure he had a little bit of everything to kill me. One thing that I've noticed that they've changed too, it's kind of like a smaller change that they may not even have mentioned in the patch notes. I'm not sure. I don't really keep up with the patch notes anymore these days. But I haven't really had any scrolls or weapons get stuck outside the map, and that was a very common occurrence. Since like 1.0, even 1.0 still had issues with it, so quite nice little change they've done, if they've even changed anything, or maybe I'm just getting really lucky to not see it. So this is where we have to pray that we're strong enough, really. This boss is so hard. I actually really hate this boss because he's so hard. And he's so cool. Like, I love bears, obviously, with my name. He fits the bill so perfectly. As you can see, he do be having dashes for days, which is always annoying when you aren't the strongest. This is really bad. We're kind of getting crushed. The amount of damage this man's putting out is naughty. Okay, we're getting a few nice hits here and there, finally. Okay, we killed it before it had a chance to regenerate. That's always good. Oh, I hate this attack. This is actually really easy. If you go to maximum range and just go left and right between the balls, it's not really that bad. If you try to do it the way that I think they wanted Field to do it, oh, we're so fucking dead. Oh my god, we're alive. Oh, it's okay. We got the revive for a reason. Oh, yes, we got him before we had to do the super phase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you get infinite ammo and infinite secondary in that, by the way. But if you don't kill him, his bar goes to maximum, he gets like 5 new abilities, and he becomes insanely strong and tanky. Like, almost impossible to do anything to. Such a cool enemy. Really happy we won, though. I'm feeling pretty great about it. We had to use a revive, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Nightmare mode unlocked. Let us commence. Trying to think. We're probably gonna go anti-damage first and primarily. Other than that, yeah, that's the most important thing. Let's dump a lot of money into that. How much is it gonna cost to get to the extra? Oof, it's perfect. Wow. Get the extra grenade damage, which helps early game quite a bit. We might try this guy again. Maybe we'll try another explosive build. We could do dual wield. I don't know. I always feel bad doing a lot of explosive builds in a row, but it's like my favorite way to play. I can't believe that my partner, who had fought alongside me in the past, is the absolute bane of this tragedy. He had only himself to blame for this disaster. No need to be chagrined at yourself, Uncle Bao. The demonic aura is capable of invading the mind of any creature and corrupting their mentality, making them a beast of evil within. It shouldn't exist in the world. Anyway, the world should be at peace now. I hope so. It's strange that despite the demonic aura causing such chaos, the spirit realm did nothing to oppose it. The spirit realm may be facing a more sinister crisis. Go with stuff we unlocked, which is a lot. How much damage did we do there? 24 million, that's pretty dang good. But I mean, you can just see the difficulty jump, right? Like, we did 6.6 loss, we did 5.8 and 1, so about 6 million damage is what you're looking at in normal. Then we did 24 million to win. Like, it's more than 3 times the amount of damage required, and it's going to go up and up every single time we go in difficulty, so we're going to have to get stronger and better. But, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I'm sorry it was so long, but I'm really happy we could smash out a banger. I'll try to make the other episodes a little faster, but it's really hard with this game, like, especially when you aren't max level. Like on my other account, I'm max level, I'm like 160 or whatever it is, and you just have all the stuff, so you can kind of afford to go more quickly. But I really can't afford to do it on this low level account where we don't have all the extra defense, we don't have all the extra perks, we aren't getting the money generation that you do later. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, maybe share it with a friend, say, hey, this game looks pretty good, it's co-op, you want to do the freaky deaky, link him this video and see if he likes it. So thank you guys so much, I appreciate you forever, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone, have a good one.